Hey y'all, Shawnyrick here. Here in the state of Oregon, the seasons change quick. Since the summer months are over with, I just thought it would be a cool thing to show you all how to weatherproof your Pegasus. I've already done my Eagle 1, and so I'm going to show you the right way to do it, and it's simple. You don't need all those silicone sprays that everybody always talks about in the groups where they're like spraying down the whole battery and stuff and everything else. Like, that's excessive, and to me, it's just too much when you don't really need to do all that. All you need is place a little waterproof caulking in certain places. You want to carry a dry towel with you and then constantly just wipe down your scooter after each ride. But I mean, I've had pouring down rain with my Eagle 1. I've had deep puddles I've gone through. I've also ridden in snow with it and everything else. And ever since that I sealed the battery area, never had an issue with water getting in there, causing problems with the battery or anything. And everything else on the outside of the Eagle 1 has been fine. And the water's never bothered to cause a problem. So with that said, let's get started on how to waterproof the Pegasus. One has it to where you have to take off the grip tape, and then the screws and stuff are underneath the grip tape to get to the battery. I've noticed that on the Pegasus, it's actually all the screws, obviously, as you can see, are underneath. And so with that said, we're going to go ahead and get started. Alongside here in order to get this thing off, and the kickstand. Once you get all those removed, it slides right up with ease, with no problems. And then there's what the bottom looks like. So what it looks like to me, the best way to waterproof the Pegasus is you want to get it to where the water could possibly leak down through the area to then get to the circuitry of the Pegasus. So we're going to put some of this stuff, some clear silicone waterproof sealant. We're going to put some of this stuff along the wires here and into here so the water doesn't go into this compartment area. Then we're going to put some sealant all the way along the edges here. We're going to go all the way around, and then we're going to put also, for the wiring back here, some silicone down in here and on this side to seal that end up. And then that should be really it. There should be nothing else that we're going to really need to do. We don't need to spray this whole thing down. We don't need to cover it with a whole bunch of, like someone said, even they've used Gorilla Glue on this stuff. I mean, it's crazy what people are trying to experiment with just to keep the moisture out. But literally just the places where the wires are going into it, and then on both sides, both the back and the front, and then placing a bead around the seal where the cover goes. And that's really all you have to do. There's nothing more to have to waterproof this from what I can tell. So let's go ahead and get started with that right now. batteries are supposed to last, you know, 3 to 5 years if you take care of them. I mean, that's 3 years that I don't have to worry about at least water getting into it. And then when the time comes that I got to replace it, then it's just a matter of me having to take away some silicone. No big deal in my opinion. All right, then we're gonna put the cover back on. It's gonna be a little bit of a mess, but after we get the cover on and everything sealed up, we're not gonna have any issues getting moisture into this thing. We can just simply wipe the silicone up along the edges here. A simple wet cloth here to just kind of, after this is pushed down, just take the outside edges up here. So now that it's flipped back upright, you can just take a little towel or a little, like, I'm taking wipes right here to use because that's perfect to just kind of get the rest of that up on the outside. But as you can see, it looks like nothing was really even done to it. Perfectly good to go. Just wipe the excess off along the edge here, just like this, all the way down. Get it off of the side there, so it still looks good and looks nice. If there is any, like there's some right here, get some of that off along the edges there maybe. And then we want to check the other side of it here. So we're checking the other side right here, making sure we get all the silicone off on this side, wipe it down real good. And you can see when you're done with it that the edges still looks nice and smooth. The color is still original. The silicone didn't stay on the outside because we got it before it dried. It's gonna take 24 hours for it to dry. But as you can see, it looks really good. And in 24 hours, this scooter will be completely, pretty much waterproof.